Hello, this is YouMineWeCraft, and today I am going to be doing a video all about anvils. So this is everything you need to know about anvils. Lovely. Excuse everything I got here. That's for my how to make an adventure map tutorial videos. So yeah, let's start by here. Now this is how to create an anvil. So you see you get 3 iron blocks across the top, and an ironing that's in that shape, and then you get an anvil. Now there are 3 different types of anvils, type 1, type 2, type 3. The first type is an anvil, second type is a slightly damaged anvil, and the third type is a very damaged anvil. Now something to note is that from the top of them, from the picture, from the item view, so from when you hold them in your hand, you cannot tell if they're damaged or not. So if you look now in like the bottom right, where I'm actually holding the item, you can see that the first one, this one is an anvil, and this one is a very damaged anvil, but you can't actually see until you place it down. So these are what they look like placed down: anvil, slightly damaged anvil, and very damaged anvil. Okay, now if I place this anvil very high, it'll drop, and yeah, this brings me on to the next point really, which is well, when you place them, if I can get this one to take damage. Which it doesn't seem to want to. There we go. So when you drop it, it takes damage, and so from an anvil it goes to a slightly damaged anvil, from a slightly damaged anvil it goes to a very damaged anvil. Quite simple. So yeah, when you drop it from pretty much any height, I believe, it'll go up from the anvil to slightly damaged, then to very damaged, but there is a chance that it won't take any damage at all. Now the first few times I dropped that, as you saw, didn't take any damage at all. So I'm not too sure what the percentages are, but they will not take damage some of the time they will take damage. Pretty much, that's basically it. And if I get a very damaged anvil and drop it, as you see, it just breaks. Now at the moment there's no breaking sound, but probably will be quite soon. So yeah, it'll just completely disappear, it'll lost all your iron, there's no way of getting it back. And that's pretty much it. Now if you place it, and there's a nice sound effect, and if you when it lands, it'll create quite a nice sound effect. Recently added in the snapshot which I'm in at the moment, which is Minecraft 1.4. Well, it's like a pre-release snapshot thingy. So yeah, so let's actually get on to the main uses of the anvil. So it was added to repair and name items, which is an amazing feature. I personally completely love it. So let's get on to the repairing side of things. If I just get a wood and sword, change myself to game mode 0, and start mining blocks, it'll take damage. And a good way to represent this damage is if I press F3 and H, it'll actually show the durability underneath. So, durability 57 out of a possible 59. So, I'm just going back in creative mode. Now, if I get the material the tool is made out of, so wood is made out of, a wooden sword is made out of wood, diamond sword is made out of diamonds, so on and so forth, and place it like this, it'll actually repair the tool. So you see durability 57 out of the 59, but this one doesn't have anything underneath at all because it's on full durability. So this may seem pointless, but it's mainly used for when you have an enchanted sword which is just about to break and you have an amazing enchantment on it, and you don't want to waste all your time trying to find the enchantment again. So if I go on here, you can also name it, which is the other feature the anvil can be used for. So I can just change it to wooden. And that is its other feature. Now this may seem a bit pointless. I'll get onto some of the stuff you can use the names for after. But let's go on to how it actually charges you for the things. That makes sense now. So as you see, nothing pops up by here. If I go and edit this, it'll say enhancements cost 7, and that means XP. Now because I'm in creative mode, it says you can't afford it. It says I can afford it because I'm in creative mode, and I can change it to Diamond Swa, as you always want it to be called Diamond Swa. So I just give myself a bit of XP. I don't want to give myself too much XP. There you go. Give myself to game mode 1 and try and edit this. Now it says enhancement costs 12 XP, but it's in red, meaning you don't have enough. So if I try and take that, I can't. It's locked there. I'll have to take this back. So that's how the payment of it goes. I think it's a very good idea because I've been waiting for ages for something that can also use XP. Because I have loads of XP, and it's kind of, I don't want to waste it all on enchantments. I want to do something else with it, and this is another amazing thing I can do with it. So if I just enchant this, it also keeps its name when you enchant it, which is good. Now, its third ability is that it can combine enchantments. So this sword, plus the enchantments on this sword, will give that. Now, Bane of Arthropod, so, was it, Sharpness and Bane of Arthropods cannot be put onto the same sword, so they cancel each other out. And now it's worked out is the first one will cancel out anything on the second one. So I swap them around, obviously it'll have Sharpness on it. And the name, as well, is carried on from the first item. So if I put the Diamond Swa in this slot, and the Diamond Sword in that slot, it'll give me the Diamond Swa, and the other way around, it'll give me the Diamond Sword. So I put it that way around and nick it. And there we go, I've got a quite nice sword. So this doesn't so the enchantments are still maxed out. You can only get a certain amount of enchantments on each sword. You couldn't have like a Sharpness 1000 on a sword without using third-party software or something like that. So it's kind of not OP, but not overpowered, but still quite good. So yeah, so let's go into other uses for the renaming feature. So I just pop in here. This is a feature you can use it for. I've used it in my adventure map to set a side quest. So side quest - make bread. Now I believe when you rename item, it can be as long as you want. Now it's not only limited to items. I believe you can rename anything you want to. So let's just fill it up with those. See how long it goes. Fill it up with those. See how long it goes. And yeah, so it obviously maxes out there. So that's the maximum length of a name. So you can obviously fit quite a lot into there. So it is very good. I'm not too sure on how it works with the costing system. So you can actually have it as a full stop. So that's good. So you can use it in the renaming feature. And you can also rename anything you want to. Now, a while ago, as you may remember, they added, if I remember, there we go, a buck and quill. Now, these were the first item you could name yourself. So we go in your tests, closing sign. Now it actually keeps a name. So, but if you renamed it and you wanted to change it, previously you couldn't change it. You were stuck with whatever you picked the first time. But now, with the repair name feature, you can change it to whatever you want. Dan's Book. So now it is called Dan's Book. Now, at the moment, you cannot edit. How did I just create more than one of those? Oh, that's cool. If you hold down V, yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that. I just made loads of them. So yeah, you cannot change the by Daniel Harris bit. You cannot change that. It's impossible at the moment. Maybe they will add a feature in the Anvil to do that in the future. I don't know. They might not. But that obviously is a feature they could look into, because I would love it. We just change all the enchantment names to like Enchantment of Awesomeness. It'd be cool. So I'm not too sure how like far the enchantments are kept, the enhancements are kept. So if I place that down, let's get this 0. So yeah, so if you get an if you place down a block with an enhanced name and then mine it up, it does lose its enhanced name, which is a feature, which is a problem, not a feature. So that is something you may want to be careful with. That if you change the name of a block, don't place it down unless you're sure where it's going, because otherwise you'll have to waste a bunch more XP to sort it out again. Now, one of the features of an anvil is when it drops, as you see, it takes damage, like I've said. If it drops on certain blocks, it'll actually destroy the block. So based on here, it'll destroy the skeleton head. No, so yeah, so like that, I'll destroy the skeleton head. But there is kind of a ways of like bugging it out. Kind of, if I place it like that, now the anvil will actually pop off. So it's kind of odd. There's also other ways of obtaining the anvil like that. I'll actually give the anvil back. And also if you place it, for a split second, it'll change its orientation. So if I like place it like that, so it'll face its orientation on whenever you're facing, pretty much. So if I place it by here, it'll go down. But if I place it by here, for a split second, while it's falling, it changes its orientation. And also if I get a very damaged anvil and place it from the top, it'll lose the effect while it's falling. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about anvils. If I missed out anything, please leave a comment in the description. Other than that, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and share. And goodbye.